What's up guys, this is Shonan and today let's talk about funding money for your property investment. This is a question posted by many of you. Just to be very clear, right? There's two ways, whether it's are you a super prudent guy or are you a super risky guy or are you just somewhere in between, right? You need to be prudent, meaning you can go jobless and then survive for the next 6 months. So do you have this amount of saving first? This means if I have an expenditure of, let's say I minimally need 3,000 a month, so I need 18,000 in my bank today before I start looking into properties. So that's the prudent side. Two is you couldn't even afford your money expenses already. You are already swiping a lot of things using credit cards. So the bad habit now I'm observing is every month there will be like 10% of your expenses on a credit card, and then you just pay the minimum for the whole year. At the end, you get a 1 month bonus. It's just to clear off whatever outstanding from your credit card, and the next year you start all over again. That's my worry for the current spending habits because of all marketings like you need to have the latest sneakers, the bubble tea diet, the luxury cafe diet and things like that. Nothing wrong with having and maintaining your lifestyle, just in the future don't complain why you don't have money to invest. Once you have this 6 months savings established already, right, then sometimes you go and see a particular property you know is a good deal. After you evaluate, I'm just short of that 10%, 10,000, where do I get money, right? This is a rule I heard from one of my mentors, I think. I don't know where I heard this from, but it's actually 4 F's. Family, friends, financial institutions, and fools. So for family, it's really personal. I don't know how you roll with your family, but if you are in an excellent relationship and they have extras, why not? But then remember to always pay back on time because they feel also bad to actually ask money back from you. I don't know why is this lah. That applies the same to friends as well. One way is to actually put 2 persons' name under the sales and purchase agreement and get 2 persons to actually apply for a same loan. So both of them are liable if this property turns out to be sour or turns out to be good lah. So everything divided into half lor. Because it's always the case where when you earn money, right, then you need to split half. Let's say 500,000 a few years later sells 800,000, right, 150,000. Split into 2, so little. But when the unit is empty, right, it's vacant, then every month installment 2,500, right, every month need to pay 1,250, then every month you pay 1,250, a lot leh. So when you earn a lot, then it's too little. When you need to cough out money, then it's too much. Third of all, banks, financial institutions. But the main problem is a lot of people don't have their CRIS and their CTOS report done right. Those days when we only have house on installments, right, car also minimal, like 3 years maybe. Now you have furnitures under installment, phones under installment, electrical gadgets under installment, gaming laptop under installment. Therefore, most of the young people now cannot get loan. Most of the young people now are spending more than they earn. That's why if you cannot manage your credit well, so I would suggest not to look into properties yet. Get to know about the information, the knowledge, but then kind of sort out your financial situation first. Last of all, what I mean by fools is people who actually just want to sit there and do nothing. Most of these people now, unfortunately, are being used by a lot of marketeers as they just, I don't know what to do, I just want to put my name. You can just use my name, then use my credit scores to get loan. Then in the end of the 5 years, if you sell, you get money, then you give me back off. Just come to think of it lah. If I really have this particular property which can guarantee make money, right, why must I share this secret with you? Because the simple rule is I just want to make money out of you. Along with those questions, right, there are a lot of comments saying that now our current salary cannot keep up with the property price. Those days, a simple degree holder can actually buy a property when it's 180,000, but now the same degree holder cannot buy because the property is already 800,000. It's because your skill sets are no longer in demand. Last time, a finance degree can actually work in a bank who has quite a higher salary, and with that high salary, you can buy assets right? But now with the same degree and everyone else has the same degree, and then you still work in a bank which no longer need labor, so you are actually replaced by AI, therefore your salary is just merely enough which cannot keep up with the property price. So sometimes instead of just blaming the market, blaming the government, which we cannot do anything about it lah, why not we just look into ourselves, how can we afford the properties right now? So this is a personal lesson that one of the mentors taught me before. Instead of asking yourself why the property is so expensive, you should ask yourself, how can you afford this? If I'm looking at an 800,000 property, right? How can I afford it? Let's say the installment, if I reverse engineer, it's around 4,000 monthly installment. So I need 12,000 in my monthly salary. So how do I make 12,000? What can I do today to allow me to make 12,000? So when do you want to buy this property? How long you want to equip yourself with knowledge to be eligible for 12,000? Are you going to climb the corporate ladder, or are you going to do some side hustle, do photography, do YouTube videos, graphic designs, do speeches, give services, trade, anything? You choose to just be accountable for yourself instead of blaming the government, because this is my personal take. Now it's way easier to afford a property in comparison to those days. If you don't believe, ask your parents about their very first property investment. Those days, housing loans, 10 years. Now our bank lending rate, right, our base rate is at 4.5, 4.8, which is very reasonable in comparison to those days, up to 12%. What 12% interest rate means is whatever installment you have right now, you times that by 3. Then many may argue, those days property price very cheap lah, but those days salary are equivalently low. Because whether you like it or not, buying a property, it's always expensive today. In any context, right, a property will always be expensive. 5 years ago, if you ask people the house, that time cheap or not, that time still expensive. If you go back 15 years, 20 years ago, those days when our parents buy, right, it's still very expensive. But how can they just tighten their belt and actually put down the effort and put in the work to make it happen? Because of the family. So as we know now, the government is even giving a lot of first-time home buyers initiatives lah, like actually waiving the stamping fee lah, waiving the down payment lah, got discount lah. Developers also giving stay first, pay later lah. All these kind of schemes are just way too much. So if I'm a first-time home buyer today, let's say I plan next year, right? So I have 6 months to do that. In order to buy maybe a 500,000 property, means I need 2,500 monthly installment. So 2,500, I need to times 3, which is 7,500. So I need to have 7,500 income to be eligible for a 500,000 housing loan. If it's a new property, I don't need my down payment. But if I really need down payment, then I need 10%, which is 50,000, give or take. Maybe let's make it 60 in this case. How much do I have now? How much saving do I need further, and how can I increase my salary? Let's say my salary is now 5,000. How do I make it 6,500? Then how can I make extra 1,500 a month with my extra time? If you start asking yourself and troubleshooting all those kind of questions, I guarantee you'll be not be there definitely, but you'll be closer instead of just sitting down there. Because if you don't do that, right, that extra 500 a month is just going to be qualifying for a weekend getaway. That extra 1,000 is not going to be as significant in your saving accounts, because there are just way too many temptations out there. Or have a getaway to Phuket. Oh, let's go! Bangkok trip, let's go! Vietnam trip, let's go! The latest Yeezys, the latest Nike Dunks. So young ones, be strong, have a go, and let's plan and make things happen. I think that's all for this episode. If you really like this video, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao.